Every business owner needs to hear this. Speed is the number one unfair advantage that no one's talking about. I wish I knew this years ago, that momentum doesn't die when things get hard. It dies the moment you slow down. I want you to let it sink in. Because in business, doors doesn't stay open forever. Because if that was the case, then I guess every single one of us would have a lot more opportunity than we can ever imagine. If we're like, hey boy, I'm chilling, I'm cool. Because I know these doors can, will stay open for millennia, for 100 years to come. And that in of itself will create no urgency, no scarcity, and no drive in order to move fast, in order to actually implement and work on all the ideas and all the thoughts that we have in our business. So the truth is, the opportunity you have today might not even exist next week. Deals go cold and interest fades, and some might get crushed by the competition, and some might move faster than everyone else. That's why you have to master the art of speed. I want you to understand that speed isn't about being reckless. It's about respect. Think of opportunity like catching a flight. When your flight leaves at 6 a.m. in 5 minutes, you don't move fast because you're frantic. You move fast because you respect the schedule. You respect the pilot, the crew, the passenger, and hundreds of other parts that make that flight possible. You move with urgency because the window won't stay open for you. That's what speed is in business. It's a sign that you have a respect for the time, respect for the opportunity, and respect for the other person that is on the other side of the deal. So when you see a signal like reply or a green light or, a spark of momentum, you need to move now. Not later, not next week, not, when I feel safe or feel better or when I feel like it. Right now. Because just like flight, once that opportunity takes off, it's gone. You can try to catch the next one though, but sometimes there is a next one. And when they're gone forever. So I want you to understand this in business, that slow kills momentum. And momentum is the oxygen of growth. And I'm not saying this because I already figured this out. I'm the last person to preach about this thing, because it's one of the things that I'm currently struggling with right now. And the reason why I'm sharing with you guys is because I know there might be some people who are in the same shoes as I am today. And they might wonder, I don't know what the heck I can do differently in order to make sure that I understand this, that speed means everything in business. That speed is an unfair advantage that most of us don't even comprehend or understand unless we get a little bit of taste of it, of how we can actually impact different areas of our life. And I know how far we can all go. I know how fast we can all go if we shorten the gap between thinking and doing. It's one of the hardest things to do, but it's one of those things that gives you the most amount of reward if you do it consistently. If you can shorten the gap between thinking and doing, then my friend, you will be inevitable in any area of your life or any domain of your business. Because that's what birth speed. The lack of gap between thinking and doing. The second you get that spark, the second you get that momentum, the second you get that idea, the second that you understand that, hey, the number one thing that is stopping me from moving forward is actually not, putting 4 hours in cold calling. The number one thing that is stopping me, to, book that amount of appointment every single day is because, I had to break it to you, man, you're not doing 6 hours of cold calling. You're not doing 8 hours of cold calling. And you're still wondering, it's hard. Well, my friend, everything is hard. It's not about choosing between hard and easy. It's about choosing between hard and hardest. And that's one of the things that usually we don't, understand, that, usually in life, you don't have a choice between hard and easy. You have a choice between hard and hardest. And most of us see it as a hard and easy, but little do we know that it's between hard and hardest. And when we choose the, hard, aka the easiest option, we think where it should be, it should be the la la land. It should be everything between milk and honey, and you're just doing a little work and money stuff flowing in. That's just how we think it is, but that's absolutely the opposite of reality. I know I said a lot, but again, it's one of the things that I'm currently struggling, and I know there's countless of people out there who are currently dealing with that thing, that they know that they need to do something, but they they want to sleep on it. They want to talk to their friend and their homie and their wife and their girlfriend and their friends and everybody and their mother. And once everybody agree with that, they're like, you know what, like maybe it's a good option. Like let's just give it a try. Let's just tiptoe around it. They're not even commit after that. And so yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow for most of us. But it's one of those pills that it can absolutely change your life for greater good. Because I know it might sound, unrealistic for some people. And it is unrealistic for some people. Some people, they're like, hey man, get out of here. I just want to do as little work as I possibly can and make as much money as I possibly can. Which, I don't know what universe you live, but If you live in one of those universes that reward you for doing less, brother, sign me in. I mean, man, the math is not mathing for me, so it's kind of unrealistic for me as well to have that kind of expectation. Because, man, where do you think you're living? You think you live in heaven? Bro, you live in earth. And so every choice that you have in front of you is not about hard and easy, it's about hard or hardest. Choose your hard. Because business reward those who move fast, not those who think longest. It's not about who have the most higher IQ, it's about who can move fast once the idea comes. Who can move fast once you understand that, hey, this is the bottleneck. We gotta do it right now. Not next quarter, not next week, right now. So, master your speed and watch how fast everything in your life or business falls into place.